back again.
Part 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I
crying.
keep forgetting the numbers.
Me too.
But I think today we're going to start. I don't know if you guys know on our social media. If you guys don't follow us on TikTok and Instagram, that's criminal. You should.
Yeah.
I posted a form and we did like you could ask for advice, you could put modeling questions, you could put modeling horror stories. I was hoping to get more of those. We won't forget this time. We have a word.
Oh, yeah.
We will not forget our vocabulary word at the end, so stay till the end for that.
Yeah.
But let's just get into it, I guess. Let's start with some of the submissions. There was one that was like a horror story that I just thought was funny, like just to start right off the bat. Had a photographer, or where was one? It was just super simple. It was like one sentence. They invited me to a fucking plantation and didn't tell me until I got there. She is a mixed model. I can tell by her profile.
A plantation.
What are you doing? What are you doing if we show up to a set and they say you guys are shooting on a plantation today?
I'm gonna be like, I better look good as fuck.
Really?
Like,
okay, like let's like praise the ancestors then, right? Like
yeah, like I mean,
do them right.
Yeah, like I'm not finna go on a plantation and you're gonna
have me picking
make me
cotton
look like a
and
homeless
shit.
guy. Like
exactly,
yeah,
or
like,
the
no.
clothing being
like
hinting towards that. Because why else are you filming? Like I wanted to ask a follow-up question, but it was like a comment, so I couldn't. I'm like,
God,
dang. I'm like,
crazy.
what is that? Like,
I mean, reparations, but shit.
how much am I getting paid?
Yeah, that part.
Would
and
the
why
ancestors
is it on
be
a plantation?
happy?
Like
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
first part, like,
There had to have been some type of thing
Yeah.
that was done weirdly. Because why are you choosing to go there?
because I've gone to plantations before, like 'cause there's a lot in the South, obviously, and so a lot of them, some of them are owned by white people, but besides that, a lot of them you can go into, tour, all this
Yeah.
other stuff. They have food,
History,
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
But I'm like, why would you shoot on a plantation? I don't
Because the thing is the only thing I could think of is they have beautiful trees, usually
Yeah.
for the worst reason. If you guys didn't fucking know, they're beautiful trees,
Yeah.
but horrible things, okay,
Yeah.
have happened there.
Do your history.
So it's like the only thing I could think of is like, oh, there's like
Yeah.
greenery and trees. You can find that anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm like.
y'all want to be there?
I don't know.
I just thought that was a fucking crazy one. I thought that was
Yeah.
a really crazy one. Had a photographer heavily breathe while looking through all my photos. Like, it was insanely loud. Me and my friend just looked at each other. And when my mom came to collect me, he proceeded to call me by my Instagram name to my mother agent and basically said that they belonged together and was like trying to convince her that they belong together.
What?
I had this happen, and mind you, there's another one very similar. When I was first starting out, a designer asked me to walk his show in London. I was 14. He messaged me obsessively for weeks asking how he can't, or saying how he can't wait till I turn 16 because he has to marry me. He was late 30s and 40s. I have exactly this story.
Oh my god.
There's a photographer I worked with when I was probably 19. And I'm not an easily manipulated person. At least I believe that, right? But at 19, I'm way more easily manipulated than right now. There was this like 30-something-year-old, almost 40-year-old photographer that worked with me. He booked me through my agency like multiple times. And, on set was playing R. Kelly. And was saying, I bet you were made to one of these songs. Like, I bet, like, because you're, like, 2001, right? He'd be like, I bet you were made to one of these songs. Like, your parents probably listened to this music. He played R. Kelly the whole time.
Oh, child.
There was that. And then, and I haven't even told my agency to the extent of why I won't work with him anymore, but I've requested not to work with this man. He's tried working with other models. He's tried working with other girls, and I text them right away. I'm like, girl, I'm like, no, don't do it.
Oh my god.
Don't do it, because not only that, afterwards he's an artist, so he paints. He painted very beautiful paintings. I mean, they were like amazing paintings of me.
Ooh,
but he
of you.
painted them of me so detailed. I'll show you them later. So detailed that it was scary, and he hung them in his house. And he sent me pictures of them hung in his house, and I still have those screenshots to this day.
Oh my god.
And he would proceed to try and book me. He did end up booking me once and asked me out to... He told me he wanted to explain something spiritually, that he said he had dreams and visions that me and him were supposed to connect in some way. Mind you, I'm going through like spiritual psychosis during this year, like really bad. And we can get into that another time.
Oh yeah, because I want to hear that.
I was losing it, and because I was... when you have your awakening, if you know, you know. So I was going through it like in that way. If you know, you know. And I believed this man, what he said, because he said he had dreams. He said, I know what you've been writing and putting under your pillow. Bitch, at the time I was writing manifestations of like a man I wanted. I was single. And I was writing manifestations of a man I wanted. And he would tell me verbatim what was written on those fucking papers. And I would put them under my pillow. I would put them under my pillow, and he knew that. I'm getting chills.
That's crazy.
He knew it. So I was curious. I more so went out with him. I agreed to going out with him. I let him pick me up from my house. We went to a view spot, and we smoked. 30-year-old man. I'm 19, okay? And he basically kind of, I don't know in what way, what he was doing, what type of witchcraft, whatever, I don't know. But he knew things he should not have known. So I went there and out of curiosity to hear how he was doing this. Like, he told me I was supposed to do something with modeling that, you know, like, it was like weird. He was kind of baiting me. So ended up being just weird in general. And that's all it was. But that stuff happens so often, like, where it's like, I know people think it happens more in like a creepy way on set. It's more about after you leave the set. It's about social media, how they pursue you, or like this girl saying he has to marry you. I can't wait till you're 16. They do wait. Some of the weirdos do wait forever and ever for you, which is,
that is crazy.
So scary. But I really can't believe that happened, honestly.
Ugh, y'all women, y'all just it's so rough out there. Like, what?
Okay, so another submission. We have on a question this time. Is it typical to pay a lot of money out of pocket for development in the beginning of your modeling career? Do you want to start?
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a month and a half into my development, and I have a test shoot coming up, and it was booked through my agency
for free.
Yeah, for free.
Thank God. Okay, I was like,
but I feel like if you want a specific type of shoot or specific type of thing, it's going to be hard to find somebody who will do that for free unless they already wanted to do it.
Do it. Exactly.
Like, that's how you see people get a whole bunch of test shoots for free, because they all have the same idea, or somebody wants this and I want this.
Or with me, I don't really care what it is. I'll just take a test shoot because who cares? I'll just work and we'll be creative together. We all get content out of it. But yeah, if it's not beneficial for the photographer, they're not going to work with you for free.
Yeah, and then especially if you want like styling and stuff like that. And then like for me, I don't need hair and makeup to be there because I'm a guy. So I've done a couple. Well, I've done all my test shoots been free. Yeah, and just style myself. But I am coming up on some ones. Oh, not some ones, but I am coming up on one for the website for models.com and for the website for my agency. Like new pictures, because I think I was telling you.
What are they considered, like digitals or tests?
Just like tests, like portfolio book pictures on my comp card and stuff like that.
Bottom line is, like, I don't think you should, like, this is my opinion. I don't think you should pay for test shoots right away. Okay, if you're just starting out, you're in development. If you're in development, your agency, for the most part, is like they're the ones that are supposed to be getting you, you know, involved with people. And there's people on different levels that they could find that, sure, they know it's not going to be the best photo shoot of the best photo shoot, you know, but we need to get you pictures for your book. We don't have anything. So let's just give you, you know, this photographer is willing to do this type of shoot. Are you willing? Everyone's working for free. There's this makeup artist working for free. And then that's typically how it works, at least for the most part, if you have a good agency. Now, this person seems like they maybe are paying a lot up front. And when you say up front or like out of pocket in the beginning, it's making it sound like you're literally like taking your own money and putting it into it. For the most part, even if agencies, you know, it, and I have to be honest, this is when it happens, is when you don't have a look that's heavily requested. When you have a look that's not, like, people have too much of it in their book. A photographer has too many, you know, people that look like you, or not enough people that look like you, and it just wouldn't make sense if, you know, like they navigate towards this type of person and this type of client, so it wouldn't make sense. So that's where it's like, if you're really not fitting in with people and it's like a timing thing or whatever the case may be, usually the agency is good enough, hopefully, to front you the money, and they basically will take it out of any jobs that you book throughout, you know, the year or however many years you have with them, because they know that if they're signing you, babe, they're thinking eventually you're going to get paid work. Hopefully, right? Like, you know, they're not just signing you to sign you. So they know, like, they can get that money back. Now, if the agency doesn't outwardly tell you this, I recommend asking. Hey, do you guys think that you could, it's called an advance to an extent. Do you guys think you could advance the, or whatever term you want to use? Can you guys front the money and take it from my pay for my next job? Most of the time they'll work with you, especially if they want you to have a test shoot and it's not really working out to get free ones. So
Yeah.
I don't think, other than like what fee, like agency fee is like what, 300 or
something
depending on the agency too. But yeah, I don't think it's typical for you to pay money like out of pocket. Like they haven't paid anything, right? Like
no,
me
I like, depending on like the way you get signed, I can see how some people would spend money on test shoots, because there are like a whole bunch of different ways to get signed. You can be like, have no portfolio, nothing, just get signed off the street or at a concert. Or you could like,
you're submitting.
you're submitting, or you have a portfolio, or you have test shoots where you can
where
show
you've done
like
photos already.
Yeah, or if you feel like, I really want to get a modeling contract and I don't think my digitals are enough, let me do a test shoot so I have more to show. And maybe I'll invest in this, put money into this test shoot so it's really good pictures so they can really see that I can be whatever. So I can see if it was that, but afterwards, like,
no, I think too, if you, people are scared to get like a mediocre photographer. There you could have a really mediocre photographer and you could still, it's obvious to a client, it's obvious to an agent, your potential.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you really, I know people scare you into thinking you need this high production, you need this photographer and this and this and this. And those are the ones that are thousands of dollars. So it's like, not everyone has access to that, and you don't need access to that, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta be humble and be, aware, self-aware. Do I have what it takes to model? Yes, period. That's it. That's all you need. If you can get in front of a camera and you can give a character, because it is a character you're trying to sell, like let's say he's trying to sell that hat, okay? He's not going to sit there freaking twerking around and dancing like a fairy and dancing like a princess, like,
Yeah.
He's going to be doing something to sell the hat and make it look cool, and the colors or whatever. Like if you're good at selling a product, if you're good at making your face look a certain way to match a vibe of like, oh, they want you to be content but not too overly happy, they want you to give commercial but not like too commercial. Like if you can understand the concept of the shoot and put yourself in like a character, and you have the right look of like, I know what I'm doing and I can work a camera, you do not need a super crazy high production thing.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing you really need is a good camera. Like
genuinely. And sometimes even iPhone photos, like digitals I've had taken on my iPhone,
digitals
have gotten work, so, and I'm not saying test shoots should be done on an iPhone. Advice for navigating scenarios when a photographer or someone in the industry makes you uncomfortable. How to advocate for yourself on set. Love you, girl. Love you, Amara. So this is interesting because we were just talking about that photographer. The way I dealt with that situation was literally just, I voiced, to my agency. I didn't want to step on anyone's toes at the time, and I also knew he was booking me through my agency, and I knew that if I nipped that in the bud, I would never have to see him again. So I told my agency kind of what happened, like a basis. I didn't really get into it, but I told them I will not work with him. I don't think you guys should work with him. I was uncomfortable. It's the only time I've ever felt that way outside of a set and on a set, because R. Kelly and saying I was made during that is like actually insane as I'm 19.
Yeah.
So
bump and grind, all that.
Literally, it was bump and grind.
Oh my God.
So my advice is telling your agency, if you don't have an agency and you're advocating for yourself and they're DMing you excessively, block them, babe. You block them and you never work with them again, and you tell as many people that you are close with, not just random. Don't go like blasting it online, because that could also make you look bad. Unfortunately, for some reason, the world we live in, if you went to go say something like that, it looks bad that you're talking crap about a photographer, which I do not agree with. Like, you should be able to say you had an uncomfortable experience with someone publicly because they publicly made you uncomfortable. But if you're just advocating for yourself, block them. Don't engage with it, and tell the models and people agencies agents that when they ask you, oh, like, do you have anything you want to voice? Like, always voice it. Always tell your model friends that you're like, hey, there's this photographer, just be aware, because I think there's a lot of photographers that are weirder than what they advertise, like there's creeps out there that they know how to be a creep. They know how to keep it to themselves, and you'll be able to feel an energy on set. So if you feel uncomfortable, tell anybody else on set.
I want to talk about is like something that's happening or that happened last week that got pretty blown up and it was pretty controversial. If you didn't know, the BAFTAs, it's like the Oscars, but it's in England for British people or British films, TV. I don't know about TV, but I think it's film. Yeah, British films. And so Sinners, if you've ever seen Sinners, it was a really popular movie last year. It was big in the Black community, and it was really big, just like a big Black movie that got a lot of eyes on it. It got a lot of attention, got a lot of nominations. Yeah, it was a good movie. And so they were nominated for a couple BAFTAs, and Michael B. Jordan and I forgot the other guy's name. Don't come at me. But they were they're both Black and dark skinned, and they were presenting an award. And there was somebody there who has Tourette's, and I guess that film was nominated or he was invited to the BAFTAs, and he had a tic attack while Michael B. Jordan was trying to present, and it
was a silent moment though. Did you realize that?
Yes, it was very silent, and
it was like a gap between talking.
Yeah, it was very silent, and then all of a sudden, they were talking, and then all of a sudden you just hear, the N-word, hard R. And apparently it was said a couple times. That was the only time that they aired it. But
it was multiple times?
It was multiple times, and they censored it, but they didn't censor that one. And then apparently they censored some other Black person's speech as well, like the BBC, and then apparently they were monitoring what topics, even before the show was broadcasted, what was going to be brought up. And so a lot of people feel like, well, why are y'all only censoring this stuff, and why didn't y'all censor that? Because y'all could have. And other people spoke out about it because right after it was said, the host of the award show, Alan Cummings,
is he white?
He's white, yeah. Okay. He was in Spy Kids. Have you ever seen him?
Okay.
He was the guy in the castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, him. So he came out and he was like, I know everybody just heard, blah, blah, blah. What you heard was something that can happen when people have Tourette's and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it was explained.
Oh, but
okay.
It wasn't, there was no apology.
It was
he still hasn't apologized.
It was excusing.
Yes. It was
he has Tourette's, it's okay.
Yes, basically.
This is the whole headline, that he has Tourette's, it's okay.
Yeah, and the guy that did it still has not apologized. Interesting. I just feel like the way it was handled was not good. Like from
their end and not the people that were offended.
Yeah, like if I had Tourette's and if I had said that and I'm white.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yes, I would have made a statement right then.
I don't know where it came from. Yes. I would be so apologetic as well. So that's where
that's where it's like
we see it.
Okay, and it's just annoying sometimes that as people of color, you have to be the bigger person.
Let it go.
Oh, he has Tourette's, so it's okay being called that on live television, broadcasted across the whole world.
As many of you know, we were just talking about models not being paid on time. I made a video on TikTok. This was probably 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. When in the middle of this whole thing, you guys have watched it all unfold, actually, even on the pod, if you only watch the pod, where I'm talking about this money that was owed to me, X amount that was told never mind, all that. This is about that. I made a video explaining the financial situation, and I basically, long story short, called him
TikTok
out
model
for
scout.
recording that video and using it as his own content. And he was like, this girl's a weirdo and I don't like her, but she's right. Models should be paid the same day. So essentially he was agreeing with my statement. That was a few days before this video I'm about to talk about. And I called him out for it. I was like, do not use my content. Do not keep, call me weird while you're literally saying I'm saying the right thing. I don't know what his beef is with me or why he uses my content. But long story short, a few days go by, I make another video talking about how I'm not able to afford laundry. And I'm like, I got an advance from my agency. It's the only way that I can afford laundry. And essentially, he makes a response video a few days later, which I don't know why he would respond to it, because There was nothing said about him. Nothing. Since the days before when I was like, don't talk about me, don't use my content, he was blocked. So I don't know how the fuck he saw my video. I don't know. But he saw my video where I'm talking about, I can't afford laundry. And he essentially posted like a response video about it. And I'm going to play you just a little bit of the audio because it's important. The caption, the like title of this video, by the way, is "Model Who Calls Me a Scammer is Broke, Go Figure." And let me give you background story to more of that too, because the first time we ever had an issue was his issue with me was that I was agreeing with a girl that he called stupid online. I was agreeing with her saying you don't have to pay $850 for a test shoot, which we've already explained why. But mind you, if you go look at this guy's photos, and I won't say his name, we're going to call him B. If you go look at his photos, they're not giving $850 test shoots. All I do with my account is give you guys the tools and knowledge that I have. And all I have is that I know you shouldn't be paying $850 for a test shoot, but mostly $400 he charges for digitals. Digitals, like that we were saying, you could go take those outside in really good lighting. Mm-hmm. You really don't need someone to take those for you. Like, yeah. Kevin, have you ever paid anyone to do your digitals?
No.
Thank you. I have never paid anyone to do my digitals.
And I've got them done professionally in studio.
Exactly, because there's always someone willing to help you out because they need help. They want their book to be good too. They want practice with lighting. They want practice with a model, you know? So here's a little bit of what he said.
Recently, there was this model girl on TikTok that was posting a video calling me a scammer. Meanwhile, she apparently didn't have enough money to afford even to do laundry. Isn't that
weird intro to attack someone? Like, I grew up super fucking poor. Money was never something that made someone better than someone else, ever. And this is where this video goes. But he essentially starts it with saying, haha, you can't afford your laundry.
Interesting about life, how there could be someone like her spouting stupidity on social media, accusing me with zero proof or credibility.
My proof and credibility is my 10 years as a signed professional
10
model.
10 years. 10.
That's my credibility, babe.
Intent to try to damage my name and reputation.
I don't care about you or your reputation or what you do. I genuinely don't. My content had nothing to do with him ever. The only time I called him out was for calling a model stupid. And I called him a scammer because what I was saying is, like, had he made his account more inclusive of, like, or educational in a way where it's showing both sides of, like, here, you can get test shoots with this person, you can get test shoots at this rate, you can get test shoots like this, you can do this, or you can do it free, you can do it this way with your agency, there's no educational value. It's, I'm selling you a course, I'm selling you a book, I'm selling you test shoots that he's selling. Like, he's taking these photos, calling himself a photographer and a scout, which, mind you, he's calling himself a scout because he charges models or charges people to submit them to agencies. He says he has connects. Okay, you can literally go online, go to the website, and submit yourself. Everyone can do that, by the way, in case you don't know that. Yeah. You can submit in any city, any state you want, anywhere, by yourself. You don't need a scout. You're going to be just as seen in those submissions as you would through his email.
Yeah, and then a photographer can recommend you to an agency because they do work with agencies, but I don't think it's right to be charging for that.
No,
like, that's not
really
right.
That's if you really think, someone has a good look. I think they would work well.
Yeah.
If his content was giving that and building people up, because if you go look at his content, it's just straight bullying and telling people you have black people hair, you can't walk on a runway. You have a fro, girl, you can't walk on a runway. That's insane. To go and make people feel to make people feel bad about themselves is like your whole content and like shock factor.
Yeah, like I get a good hustle. You got to hustle out here, especially in this industry in LA, New York, wherever. But you can't really be too upset when somebody calls out other ways that
you can get something done.
That you can get something done that you might not be saying to benefit your business.
Exactly.
That's all. Like, it's not about bashing the business. It's not about
him. None of my content was ever personal about him. If you go look at anything I ever made relating to him and his content, it was broad. It was always left up to, don't trust people online. People. anyone. This is more than just him. But he took this to this level.
And it's so
Social media.
and it's so like important because there are people out there that will misconstrue you or will just try to take your money, or there's agencies that are not actual agencies. You got to pay $2,000 up front and all this crap. So it was more about education, like especially after calling a different model stupid
for
when they're saying something
opening
that's
doors.
actually
Yeah,
true.
exactly. And that's what gives scam. That gives scammy to me. That's
Yeah.
the same energy as those people.
Meanwhile, the girl couldn't even afford to do her own laundry. That's what happens when
Is that supposed to be an insult? Genuinely.
A lot of people can't afford things right now. It's
not just
America.
me, baby.
you're a negative person and you falsely accuse people of being something that they're not just because you're mad that you don't have money and that they do. Like, imagine being mad.
What the fuck? I can't believe this man is still in business, and I don't mind it. Do what you gotta do, babe. But holy fuck, I have never seen someone blatantly laugh.
Yeah.
Haha, I make more money than you. In this industry, I've never seen that allowed. For a model, imagine if I went on set, you're just mad I make more money than you.
Yeah.
And I said that? I can't. I literally cannot believe that this is even what and why. I want to know why. Like, what piece of content triggered you to making a video about how I'm broke? Go figure, the model that calls me a scammer.
For charging for his services. Like, you want me to feel sorry for charging what I believe I'm worth. You want me to be sorry that people believe that I'm worth the value that they pay to hire.
Because you've made them believe this is the only way. All of your content is making people believe something that is not true. So of course they're going to believe you, and of course they're going to pay you for it because you're scaring people into thinking this is the only way.
It's totally fine to know your worth and know how much you're worth or know your products or whatever. That's not the issue. It's just the fact of just pushing that. Like, and then she didn't even say like anything about that. It was more
Or
so,
about you.
Yeah.
I was talking about how I can't afford laundry, I can't eat. You're like, ha, this is what I was talking about. Why are you guys even listening to her if she can't even afford to do laundry? Why is anyone listening to this girl's opinion? Who is she? You can't listen to someone that can't afford to do laundry.
Work with me. Do you think you know my value more than I do? Do you know how I know that my digitals are worth $400 and my test sheets are worth $850? Because hundreds of people have paid me for it. Well,
Digitals that agencies take for free, digitals that people have gotten signed for free by taking at home with their fucking mom and dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then just because a lot of people buy it doesn't mean necessarily that it is worth it.
Worth exactly my point.
Like, you can buy a Louis Vuitton bag.
Is it worth the
Not-
money?
yeah.
No.
Not shitting on Louis Vuitton, but
No, I mean, but that goes for anything, especially right now in this economy. Food isn't even worth food
Yeah,
anymore. Like the
yeah.
money is. What are we even talking about? My whole video was like, can we pay models on time?
model would say
Period.
something like that too because they're the ones that are demanding to get paid these high rates for one day's worth of work.
That's how I know you know nothing about the industry. You think I'm demanding my rate?
yeah.
You think I'm demanding a rate? I don't know what modeling world you live in. I have never seen a model be able to be like no,
negotiate?
yeah, like I want this.
Start asking people what their credit score is when they're trying to give you financial advice. Ask them how much money they actually have in their bank because this girl's trying to tell you what to do with your money and who is the right person to invest in when clearly she makes very poor investments for her own self. I don't feel
I make poor investments for my own self when I'm shopping at Goodwill.
Yeah.
When I'm receiving, what did I receive? Oh yeah, $2,000 from and it's supposed to last me for 2 more months. It's impossible. Please give me your insight that I so desperately need that you have and that I haven't been able to unlock.
Yeah, and then really, like, y'all are both doing the same thing. He's claiming, he's trying to tell that you're trying to tell people what to do with their money, but he's also trying to do the same thing too. Like,
And I didn't tell anyone what to do with their money. I gave my opinion
Yeah,
on, hey,
like-
I don't think that you should. You can, and I've said it multiple times. I don't think you should. There's another way. That's all my content was.
and
There's
some people
another way.
need to hear that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's valid
How
information to know.
discouraging of you to sit in your home that's fucking falling apart. Your family can't afford food. You've
Yeah.
got 10 roommates. You don't have a bed. You're sitting on the couch and you're being told, mind you, this is my story. This is my story. If you don't know me, this is my story. Imagine me being 15 sitting there and being told, well, the only way it's going to work is if you pay $850. It's the only way.
No.
Imagine the amount that $8.50 is to normal fucking people, and that's how tone deaf this man is, because you're not understanding $8.50 is almost impossible for someone in that environment. The way I grew up, $8.50, oh, I'm not doing that. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I give up.
Where I lived, that was rent.
Rent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Rent. Yeah.
Girl, like what? To people, this is not just a casual $8.50, which is why it's important to educate people that there's another way.
And I feel like it's an industry standard to do like collabs.
Yeah.
Like, that was like one of the things
How
that
it started.
Yeah, that was one of the things.
Creativity, everyone coming
Yeah.
together and just making art.
Yeah, when I signed, that was one of the things they were like, talked to me a lot about, was like collaborating with other photographers and stylists. And
Make
things
friends,
like,
and you do.
yeah,
It's
and
so
you
easy.
benefit each other. So I feel like that's industry standard. Is
Exactly.
collaboration.
And this is why I made that video, because why are we blaming models for their financial decisions? Mind you, he has no idea what I do with my money. None. And he confidently, with his whole chest, made a video saying it was about me and my financial decisions. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know anything. So this was my problem, why I made the video to begin with. We can't blame the models for their spending or their high rates. We're not getting that money before 90 days. In what career does that exist?
Just to bounce off of that, like when I was working as a nurse, I was making like $3,000 every 2 weeks. That's really easy to budget. But
Super. It's consistent.
Yeah, let's say 3,000 over 2 months. So that's like 12,000. And so let's say, you're getting a check for 12,000 in 2 months, but then that 2 months turns into 3, and then it's like, oh, we'll give you 1,000 out of that. But meanwhile, I have a regular job and I'm getting $3,000 every 2 weeks. That's much, much, much easier to budget.
And it almost feels like more money. Even if the amount is more from the other one, it doesn't matter. You feel rich when you have a normal, consistent income because you know it's coming in and you know what to expect. So on that note, that was the whole point of my video. I don't know in what world anybody would want to be signed to somebody that is laughing in a model's face about her financial situation. I would never. To hear my agent call another model a little broke model.
On social media.
Yikes for everyone. Like, yikes. It's shock factor, it's rage bait, and it's bullying. That's all it is. And I just want to leave it at that because I'm not going to be addressing him anymore. But damn, I had to show it because even someone commented on his video. I don't know if he still has it up, the comment. Someone was like, this is her exact point. She was upset with the agencies for holding her money. Like, and my 800 credit score and we're just fine, babe. What does my credit score, if I have a good credit score, if I have 100,000 in my bank account or $0 in my bank account, that doesn't take away the credibility of the last 10 years of knowledge and tools and resources I've learned to have over 10 years. That's 10 years that I've learned. It doesn't take that away because I don't have money. And what a weird energy to have of karma, ? In the caption. It's so ironic.
So I saw this TikTok this morning and I was like, I really want to get Evelyn's opinion because I feel like you would have a funny opinion. I feel like you would agree, but I don't know. Should I play the TikTok?
Yeah, play it.
Okay. Yes. This is something that a lot of straight men do. They make jokes. Here are things that aren't inherently gay, but I find gay, and therefore I would stop talking to a man over them. If he's homophobic, he's gay. Like no ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Y'all see Glee?
That's internalized homophobia right there. If he doesn't want to be around gay people, if he doesn't like gay people, it's because he has something within himself that he doesn't want to admit.
He has something within him that he doesn't.
Like, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but I don't want to date a gay man, If he wants to do butt stuff.
Okay. So I had a friend in high school that was obsessed with butt stuff. Obsessed. But it was more that he liked being in women's butts. Not that he liked the butt stuff, but he liked butt stuff, but with women. What would you think? Because I think, but it was specific to like, he was in a relationship also. So that's like a little tiny bit different, but still.
Yeah.
It's like, if you like doing the action, is that still gay?
I think what she was saying is if you, like with the girl, obviously, her vagina and butt. But
if you're putting a strap, if your boyfriend's gay, I'm sorry.
She was
like,
saying,
there's no question about that. Is that what she's saying? Like a strap?
She was saying, like, if he is like, all he wants to do is butt stuff.
Oh,
like,
then yeah.
He's making jokes about being gay. That's a sign that he's gay. He's trying to see how you would react to that.
How you would react. She's so right. She's actually so right.
This is something that a lot of straight men do. They make jokes about getting with their their little
Come on, bro, that's fucking gay.
Yeah.
Like, stop. And
an admission of like guilt. He wants to see how you would react. If a man wants a 3 with another man, maybe he's a cuck. Like if a man is a cuck,
someone asked recently, would you and Nico ever do a threesome? I told him no. I was like, that's not our thing. Like, we both established it's not our thing ever. But then they were like, okay, but what if it was? Like, would it be man or girl? Like, or man or woman? Like, how would you decide? And I was like, dang, like, in order to get Nico to even do it, it would have to be a girl.
Yeah.
Like, he would absolutely not. So, like, if a guy is willing to do it with a guy, it's like, maybe they're not gay, but they're gay-ish, they're bi.
Yeah.
You're bent, remember our term. You want to watch someone, like a guy and a girl, right?
Yeah. You want to watch.
I feel like that could be just borderline just a kink instead of like gay.
I can see that.
Yeah, like a dominance thing or like a weird, you got something wrong with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. But like that could be like a kink for sure, not like a gay thing.
Yeah.
That could be border.
Yeah. I felt like there was a lot of interesting takes. I didn't agree with all of them.
Yeah.
But some of them I definitely was like, yeah.
Because like I keep bringing it up, but we're watching Glee and like
Okay.
there's like, it's just a really it's a time where like being gay wasn't like as normalized, and I think the show tried to normalize it. Like Glee
even
was
on TV.
it was a
that.
yeah. It was a big pivotal thing, and there's so many good topics that they bring up there. Like I was watching it, like low key, they talk even more about like past being gay, like just things in general that I think are of so much substance that TV shows don't have anymore. It was like life lessons, where it was like important shit, like what it's like to navigate the world in high school as a gay guy, what it's like to navigate the world in high school as a weirdo, like person that doesn't fit in, like getting pregnant in high school, all those little things that they had. Like it was actual real life shit. One of the kids was living in a motel. Sam was living in a motel at the time, and the friends had to help him and give him clothes. Like real shit that happens in high school that people like, you know, skip over. But moving on, those topics, like when I'm watching it, there's like one guy that's like undercover in DL, and it's obvious in his behaviors and the things he likes, and like the overly manly. Yeah, he's not DL, but he's DL. Yeah, technically, because he came out to one of the guys.
Ooh.
Kurt, he kisses one of the gay guys.
I'm weak.
He kisses one of the gay guys, and then like tells him, like threatens his life, like if he tells anyone, like, and he was bullying him the whole time, like pushing him in lockers, and but then kissed him one time out of nowhere, like.
That's what I want.
Violation.
No,
violation.
I'm just kidding.
Violation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot that he was DL in the first season.
Season. First 2, 3. We're at 3. He's still undercover.
I need to rewatch.
It's so good. It's actually such a good fucking show. We skip a lot of the singing, but whatever.
You know what I heard about Glee though?
What?
Well, first off, where we did rehearsals for Vogue World, that was where they filmed it, in that studio.
Really?
They had the little sign outside that said all the shows that was filmed there.
I didn't know.
Yeah. And then the other thing is, I heard from Amber Riley, the girl who played Mercedes, it took them a month to film the pilot. And the pilot is just the first episode.
I know.
Usually it takes like a week to do a pilot.
Month.
She said it took a month, and that's when she knew like the show was like totally different. Because even with the pilot, you don't know that the show is going to get picked up to be on, like, to have a whole full season. They're just doing this one episode to send to executives at NBC, ABC, see if somebody picks it up. But they put a whole month into
They
this pilot.
needed it to get picked up.
Yeah,
they
so
were
like,
we're getting picked up, and we're going to put
yeah.
as much as we can into it.
And now when I look back, I'm like, there was a lot in that first episode. They had a lot of, like, people on it. They had a lot of different locations.
Just to show
They
everything.
were singing, like they had to rehearse for that. So I was just like, dang, like shows aren't like that anymore.
No, in general, like there's not movies, there's nothing like there's stuff of substance, but not like,
Yeah.
it's almost like reality but fake.
Oh, did you ever see I Love LA?
No, I've heard that it's good though.
I love it. I love it.
I also heard that it may be a little bit corny though. That's what I heard.
I can see if people who live in LA think it's corny.
Yeah, like people who grew up here, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I can see that. But for me, I first started it when I was in North Carolina, and then I moved here.
Oh,
And so,
okay, a little different.
Yeah, and so now I'm like, oh, like I love LA. Like, yeah.
I love LA. So should we move on to our word?
Oh yeah. So the word of the, is it word of the day, word of the week,
Word of the week.
word of the pod? So the word for this week is called option.
Yes, and let me read you. We'll also put it on the screen, but let me read you the direct term before we get into it. In modeling, an option is provisional, non-binding hold placed by a client on a model's time for specific dates, essentially acting as a tentative reservation. Reservation is probably the best word I can think of. That's funny.
Yeah.
They're literally reserving you.
Yeah, they're like, we might want you on this day, so if you accept this hold or option, you can't accept anything else on these days because we might want you. And it could be down to the day before. Like,
And which sucks because then you say no to everything else for that day that you may have been able to get. And then they're like, just kidding, we don't want you.
yeah, like,
You're released. And
yes.
there you go. We'll give you 2 words today.
Yes.
Released from an option, because I guess they go hand in hand. Released is what it is. You're released, bitch. They're not working with you.
Yeah.
Released means we're no longer using you. Thank you for your time. We're moving on.
Yeah, I'm on option for 4 campaigns
Me
this
too.
month.
3.
And
Hopefully.
I hope.
Fingers crossed, put your
Yeah,
4 and your
fingers
3.
crossed.
Wait, put 4 and I'll put 3.
I hope
We have to
can-
touch.
Oh. Y'all, pray for us.
Yeah, we're going to get it. At least
Yeah.
one.
At least one. That's
we will
what I'm
both
thinking.
get one.
Yeah.
I know that.
Fingers crossed.
But it'd be so cool if I could get all 3.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be great and worth the
And
money.
they're all like travel ones, so I'm like, oh please.
I think
like,
I have
well, one of them's
one.
in LA, but
Oh, okay, yeah, I have one in LA, I have one in Newport Beach, but I got confirmed for that one. So technically I have 2. But there was one, it was being filmed in in Georgia. I've never been.
oh, to Georgia.
Savannah?
Oh, okay. Savannah's nice.
I had never heard.
It's like
the
Whore
oldest.
Town.
Yeah, it's the oldest town in Georgia completely. And I literally look over at Nico. I'm like, is it haunted?
It is haunted.
I knew it.
They have like a whole
Thing.
tours for like all that. Yeah.
I hate going places like that, bitch, because I'm not taking shit home.
No, because that stuff is real.
I don't want to take
That
shit
stuff is
home.
real.
You can take shit home too. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to touch
Ooh,
nothing.
Maybe we could talk about that one day.
But I mean, thank you guys for joining us.
For watching.
4th episode.
Come back next week.
We'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.